Whew, sorry, just trying to get everything ready. Last minute rush. Okay, without the YYZ. And cue the music. There I am. There you are. There's Norah. Whew, I don't have a funny hat for this one. Maybe I'll add one to the thumbnail. Anyway, let's see. So we're coming up on chapter 4 here. We don't have any news. I would like again to thank our friend, and the music cuts out every time you select a different window, Navieres for the Twitch Prime subscription. Reminder, if you have Amazon Prime and you have a Twitch account, or you want to make a Twitch account, you can subscribe for free. It's already paid for in your Amazon account. And then also Cowboy V from the previous, wow, that was a week ago. And also want to thank Andrew Mayer, because of the few people that seem to like the Call of the Sea content, Andrew is vocal about it, so that's very encouraging. Appreciate that. All right, so let's get rid of this. Boom. And let's make my head tinier. Woo. Okay, yeah, that's right. Here the camera's straight, here the camera's backwards. Excellent. So let's press enter, which is not on the mouse. Oh, I sure hope I saved game last time. This is going to be... Yes, I believe I did save game. So this is going to be a very short stream if I haven't, because I don't want to... Although I could probably... The way the last chapter was set up, if you knew the solution, you could probably go straight to it. And skip. You wouldn't have to go in the ship. Excuse me, just ate. And in a hurry. I don't think you'd have to go in that side cave. I think you could go straight over... Excuse me. To the structure... I'm probably forgetting something, but maybe not. Where was I going with that? Did you see that? Over there on the edge? Oh, it's rain. Alright, so in the last episode, we found a thing where we had to make some tones. You can watch it, it's only 2 hours long. And that opened up a gate, which is supposed to allow us to a temple at the top of the island. I don't see that key structure from here. I don't think I can walk back very far here. So it's just a cave, and I really doubt we can't go in. And I don't see... It's more of an ankh, like a stick with it's a diamond shape at the top rather than a loop. An ankh would be more of a loop. Roly-poly fish head. Lovely flowers. Ah, smell-o-vision. Got everything going there? It's really a rather lovely island when it's not scaring the bejesus out of you. So we've got a lot of fog here. I don't see the black beach. The storm that was persistent the whole time we were on the black beach. Oh, so like if this circle was completed, that would be sort of like I guess an ankh also has a cross at the bottom. Oh, this is what I was thinking of over here. The diamond shape at the top. This one also has like a thing on the side here. And we are supposed to look at it. Tell us, Norah. Tell us your thoughts.
I've been seeing these horseshoe-shaped pillars all the way up. Do they mark a path?
Is it horseshoe-shaped? Is that intentional? Huh, I thought it was like supposed to be closed on the top, but it broke. Maybe not. Oh, I forgot. If we hold down shift, we can move at a reasonable speed. If we don't hold
down
it.
The mountain. I can see that giant diamond-shaped thing really close from here.
If we don't hold down the shift, then it's like we're practically like we're sneaking. Ooh. All right, that's weird. It seems like there's something that sticks up right there, like a pillar. And if we look at the bottom of this shape, there's like a little hook right there. So apparently it's a giant coat rack. Oh, did I? Let me make sure that I fixed the chat. I probably didn't. Hopefully there's nothing to... All right, it's got the right thing. Yay! Something worked. I think I turned that off for thumbnail creation. Ooh, something's here. And this one is also horseshoe shaped, and that one's horseshoe shaped. And that one. So maybe they're tuning forks. Maybe.
Took me a while to get here, but the views are worth it.
Can we peek over here? Not really. And again, not really. All right, so there's a little trail here. Sorry, I got food stuck in my teeth. See what happens when you get in a hurry? There are 4 emblems up there. That one looks like the number 4 in that previous thing we did, and then the other 3 here, here, and here. Don't look like anything we've seen before. Let's check over here, because it seems likely that whatever we need to do up here, we're going to need to get some sort of clue from over here first.
These drops of rain are so refreshing. Feels really good.
I've had very few situations where I was in the rain and it was like, thank goodness it's raining. It makes it so much better. All right. So this pattern here, where the line comes down and then goes vertical, and we've got these 2 diagonal lines, this looks really familiar. I don't know if I'm reminded of every mirror we've seen so far has been like a little circle with the chunk broken out. And it seems like I've seen something else with the similar shape with that line configuration. I don't remember it being in a home plate sort of pentagon thing like that. It was just I think a couple of months ago when I realized, do they call it home plate because it's shaped like a house? Oh, the things you go through your whole life without noticing. All right.
Are these figures singing like a choir?
Maybe. Can we go right here? No, we can't go up on that little ledge. All right, moving on. Big wheels are rolling. For you 1970s country music fans. All right, that looks like it goes up to the main area. Okay, this one, I think that's the same configuration that was on that faceplate. Sign, whatever it is, over there. So it looks like we keep an alternate way to get up there.
Looks like a rock slide crushed all the tents. All
Hmm.
but one.
This one? Oh, here's a picture.
A torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures of his scar.
Yeah, we didn't have that flip over symbol up here. All right, we've seen that before. This looks like... Okay, it's the full size.
The only tent that came out of the rock slide in one piece is the one filled with amulets.
Now, I'm not superstitious, I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. What can we see here? Isn't this a second tent? I guess this one is partially crushed by the rocks. Mr. Franklin Dayton Jr., who I believe is the mechanic. 12 Grant Street, Mound Bayou, Mississippi. Dear Mr. Drayton, we acknowledge receipt of your letter of July 30th, enclosing your application for admission to our School of Engineering. I'm sorry to inform you that we are not authorized to consider a colored person for admission. I regret we can... I don't know why I'm doing sort of British. I guess it's more of a mid-Atlantic. Let's see if I can get the last sentence here, a little more Creole. I don't think I can. We regret that we cannot help you in this regard. Yours truly, John R. Bedford, Director of Admissions, University of blah, blah, blah. And it's, you know, I bet they were concerned that, well, it looks like it's Mississippi, but I bet they were concerned that if they used the name of an actual university with this blatant racism, that they feared a lawsuit.
They didn't accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
Yes, they should. Oh, we've got... So I probably need to push these in a specific order. Ooh, what did she scribble? This is from the previous chapter. Yeah. I can barely see that. So we've got this symbol. We've got someone in subjugation who looks more human. And then we've got these three who look non-human. This one's bigger. And he's closest to the symbol. And this one appears to be holding a bowl. And we've had issues with the black ooze before, so I'm kind of thinking black ooze. We're obviously going to have stuff over on this page, so maybe I am doing this out of order. Maybe crowds used to gather in this place to sing certain music to open that door. There was a door there? The rock slide crushed all the tents in the camp except the one that was protected with amulets. And that's all we have so far. I could try... I can reach this.
I'm not sure if Harry ever got to read this note.
And it's from Frank. Mr. Harry, you're a good man. I know you love your wife. Do yourself a favor and return home to her. Here you won't find anything but death. Leave now. Cass will try to convince you to do otherwise, but she's only interested in getting a good scoop. Don't listen to her. I have no strength left. I'm sorry, Frank. And we don't have the turnover symbol. I could try pushing these in. Oh. If we look at... Oh, there it is. If we look at this again, this symbol is in the left-hand side. So it may be that there's 4 of these, and I need to push one button for each of the 4. So it's not coming undone. So we'll see. Let's go back to this other mural. Oh, it's this up here? Nothing. Let's go back to this other mural. Because it didn't look like a door to me when I looked at it. Okay, yeah, there is a vertical line. So maybe it does open. Oh, yeah. If you get close, you can actually see through it. So, I'm glad Norah pointed that out. I would have missed it. Lots of stuff. Okay, here's another one. This one has this symbol. And she scribbled that. Alright, so it's got the little plus in the middle. If we look at that, that's the bottom one. So we'll click right here. Oh, there's also a water symbol. Was there a another symbol behind the selectors? It was also a water symbol. Waterfall. Well, it looks like we can go this way, and that little home plate thing there looks like a door. I can't go over here, but I can go down here. Oh, speakers. Or as they said in the 30s, loudspeakers. So they were obviously trying to make some kind of sound.
There's a symbol inside.
Yeah? Strange symbols in the empty pool. So maybe if you hit all four, these columns, logs, whatever you want to call them, get retracted and fill the pool, and then... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just spitballing. So I already did this one. More loudspeakers, more... So I don't think we can interact with these. Is that an amplifier? It's a hell of an amplifier. Is there a power source? Yeah. Well, not so much a source. But there are power leads going to the various speakers. And this pole goes off that direction. Wow, this might be a bigger area than I realized. What about... Oh, here's a microphone.
1 2 1 2 testing. Nope, doesn't work.
So it's probably going to need power. Alright, so circle, open circle with a small circle, or a closed circle. And open circle with a small circle is the right hand side. And the order that we click them might be important too. In which case this would be the first one. If this is the first one, then I suspect that this one will no longer be black. But it still is. Could also be that if the order is important, you might have to hit the fourth one to reset it. And then here's the last one over here, apparently.
Sound devices built around this amphitheater.
Yeah, oh, here we go. A clue, a clue.
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
Kind of the only thing that it could be for. Alright, and this one is the thing. I think that's... Is that this one? It's the top one. It feels like I clicked the top one somewhere else, though. Oh, in which case this would be the first one. Alright, so let's click the top button.
The stone columns just vibrate. Amazing. The hatches are opening.
What's opening? And there's like a sound. I can't tell what else has happened. That one rock up on top there definitely moved. That door is still closed. Maybe if I get close enough, it'll have a interaction.
Still looks thicker than any I've ever seen.
That's what she said. Okay, this one is still here. It looks like there's another hatch there that may have opened.
I like singing so much. Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts. And we stopped singing. I know it was just for my own good, but my illness caused our whole lives to revolve around it.
So these are making noise now, and they do have that horseshoe on top. Alright, let's see what else is over here. Was this water flowing before? The pool has water in it now. Did I just not notice that?
Now that it's filled with water, it looks like a baptismal pool.
It's really more of an abysmal pool. Let's try the microphone again. Would you already...
Homemade loudspeakers. Probably to amplify the sound.
Oh, I didn't notice this down here.
So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I am so stupid. Such an arrogant idiot. That rock slide could have killed everybody. And all thanks to my stubbornness. And, oh, we can activate this.
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass? Please, sir. We should not do this. Not now. Haven't we had enough warning, Mr. Everhart? What else do we need? Another death? Listen to me. Frank lost his life setting this whole thing up. So we're not going to discuss it anymore. We're going to activate it, period. That clear enough for you? Hey, Ma! Fine, same to you. Please, Cass, activate.
That sounded like more than 3 tones.
Yes. It's working. Come on. Yes. It's working.
Is something wrong, Harry?
Seems more like you'd want a chord
The ground is shaking.
than an arpeggio.
No,
No, I can't!
I told you it was off. You damn fool. You're going to kill us all. Turn it off. Turn it off.
So they had a tone generator as well. I don't see that here now. Maybe that's what this is.
Dead as a doornail.
So we'll need power, which is... I thought I just heard a grunt. Which is probably going to have to come from down that line right there. That's a strangely buried tent. If we come all the way over here, we'll go to the right and then work our way back to the... Oh. Yeah, that's probably what we'll be doing. So this
Now the
water...
wheel is moving.
So this is probably our power generator here.
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
But so it just seems like it would be click all 3. Maybe they need oil first. Well, clicking on it doesn't work. Click and drag doesn't seem to do anything. Middle click? No. Right click? No. Alright, something's going on. We'll probably have to do something first. I mean, obviously we need to look in that tent. Okay. I can't reach these from this side. So this one's up, this one's over, this one's down. Which mean, I think they rotated counterclockwise. So if we could turn none of them before, we should be able to, or pull none of them before, we should be able to pull one of them now, I'm guessing. Alright, so we need all of them in that position. Was it this one? So we need all of them in the down position. But it seems like they returned back to the original position after moving. Right, okay, so, but now it won't turn because it's not in the down position. Alright. As puzzles go, not that hard, you know, maybe there's a catch. The gears aren't actually meshing there, that's a little disappointing.
Huh, that was easy.
Maybe too easy. I guess we don't need them all to be difficult. Oh, then we also have to choose something here. This might be the speed. But as much as this looks like a generator, it doesn't look like it's wired to anything.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
And just looking at it, this one is this area, what would you call this? A coil? Is pushed in and this button's lit. So we probably need either a specific amount of energy or, but I really doubt it's a just a number that are pushed in. It's probably an actual arrangement. Was there a piece of paper on the ground maybe? Alright, let's look in here. That does not look good.
Blood-soaked rags. A Bible. It must have belonged to Frank.
I've heard of that book. Some sardines?
He thought it was a flesh wound, but it kept getting worse.
I tried to do something with this wound from DeWitt's attack. No matter what I do, it still looks infected. I feel worse every day. Okay. So there's a wire going out, but there's no wire going in, if I'm reading that right. So let's try hitting this one. Nothing happens. Let's try hitting this one. Nothing happens. So we probably need to replace the wire that's in here, or we need to adjust this the power on this thing. But we don't know what adjustment to make.
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Well, that turned 3 on. Oh, I probably have to turn all of them on. And there's a specific way to do it. Alright, so...
These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Yeah, I knew it couldn't be that easy. Alright, so it started with one in. Like this. So if we do this and this,
That should give the turbine some energy.
what did she write here? Lights on. Still nobody home. The structure Harry's crew built is powered by a hydroelectric generator, but the waterfall isn't powerful enough to move the wheel. I finally opened the water hatch, and now the waterfalls carry a lot of water. Oh, okay. So either no water was falling or not enough was falling before. Then we hit the 4 diamonds, and then that opened up the waterfalls, which made the water wheel turn. So we didn't even know what we were doing there, and I guess now we do. But it seems the generator needs a bit of a tune-up. And I think we did that.
Great, I did it. Now everything should be powered.
That was a nice little effect. Alright, there's a... Oh, something's here.
Oh, no. Frank died.
I mean, we kind of knew that. Oh, what's this?
Oh, Frank had a daughter named Evangeline. What a darling.
Evangeline Proudheart? Or what's that movie with Mickey Rourke and Lisa Bonet? And it doesn't look like there's anything on the back. Evangeline and Dad. And...
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man. And he seemed to be a good friend of Harry's.
And nothing on the back.
I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man. And I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends. When you finally do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person. But it takes a lot for him to open up.
So this is...
Like a sneaky snapshot. She doesn't look at all happy.
This looks like cast. Doesn't look like there's anything on the back. Nothing else here. Let's go in the shack. I can hear a little chime.
All this, just with pieces from the beached ship. Frank sure must be a real whiz.
Whiz bang. So we're obviously supposed to do something there. So this probably sends the power out to the speakers. Alright, let's see what else we got here. I'll have to use the ship's turbine and juggle with the things I got from the ship to make this work. Okay, yeah, I did read that right. Let's see if I can manage to power the whole set with just scarce materials I have. Oh, nothing on the back? No. See, now this one's got the symbol for something on the back. So, that's just... I don't see anything different from the setup out there. I wonder if the length of these poles is going to mean anything.
Harry's convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
Anything up here? Nope.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
First I've heard of it. Let's see, it'll be easier to read here. According to the legend that said the continent Mu sank into the Pacific thousands of years ago. Its massive stone structures, generally irregular in shape, contrasted with the unique use of diamond shapes. This is reminiscent of other rhomboid symbols, such as the lozang or the Hindu Lakshmi star. Oh, does that actually mean something? There's a I can't think of the PBS radio. There has a host named Lakshmi Swing or something like that. Lakshmi. Anyway, so I guess she's named for that star. However, experts believe that in the specific case of well, she said Nakal, but to me, I can't help but think that that's Naakal, with the extra, so it's 3 syllables instead of 2. Structures. Instead of representing fertility and prosperity, the rhombus was a sign of transformation and evolution. Figure 5, losang. Figure 6, rhombus. And I don't see the Lakshmi star anywhere, do you? And I think it's just coincidence that this is more like a watermark. I don't think this has anything to do with this specific message.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
Maybe, but why would they need to reproduce? Wasn't the organ just supposed to open the gate that got us to this area? Doesn't look like there's anything on the back. So we've got reproducing the effect of the organ, loudspeakers, generator. So we've got loudspeakers up here on top too.
His low spirits are obvious in this photo. What was wrong with Frank? He looks so thin.
And angry. Moby Dick. I wonder if Moby Dick is here as a reminder of the obsessive leader. I want to look outside before I flip that switch. Doesn't seem like anything else is here. There's no ladder to climb up. Oh, there is a ladder. And I can climb up. Woof. I'm very proud of myself. As I've mentioned before, the easiest way to get over embarrassment is to admit, if not celebrate, your embarrassment. Try that. Think of something. Imagine you're telling some friends or strangers, whatever, sitting around you. Imagine one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to you, and you're telling them. How would that feel? Would you feel embarrassed telling them? Or would you feel, or if someone else, while you were sitting there, standing there, told these people your most embarrassing moment, would you feel embarrassed? Would you want to shrivel up and die? Imagine yourself telling these people, that was so embarrassing, or I've never been more embarrassed in my life, and I even feel embarrassed now. By admitting that embarrassment, it takes a lot of the oppression out of it. So just, next time you feel embarrassed, just try admitting it. I think I need to hit the switch downstairs first. I'll go do that. Well, I don't know if it has to be first. It feels like it should be first. And I'll bet you that takes a lot of the sting out of it. Also, knowing you have a tool for dealing with embarrassment, it makes it easier to do activities wherein you know you might embarrass yourself. But you also got to think about it. How would you, if someone else had done the same thing, would you really, how harshly would you actually judge them? Or would you understand, yeah, they screwed up? Are you embarrassed for them more than you are ashamed of them or judgmental of them? Usually when it happens to us, it feels worse than it actually is.
Oh, what? Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
That was startling. Chapter 5. That would be the fastest chapter. 43 minutes. What the?
Now what? What's happening this time? Where am I?
Is this a dream sequence? Yeah, it's got a little hook right there. If you look right there, there's like a beam of light. If you look at it with some peripheral vision, it's still there. Well, it faced us in this direction, so I think we're supposed to go that direction. But I'm never one for doing what I'm told, I tell you. I shall not be controlled so easily. Okay, I'm hitting a barrier. Yeah. Probably can't go this way either. Nope. Oh, wow. Ooh. Mama say he's so angry because he got all them teeth and he ain't got no toothbrush.
I can feel the fever rising. Oh, God, no. My illness. Is it coming back?
The schizophrenia is acting up again.
Was this an ocean? An ocean that dried up?
I hope you have headphones on. What kind of fish is that? Not of this earth? Bluegill, right? Well then, into the belly of the beast, I fear. I was about to say, this is probably a dream sequence.
My cane. No. I would rather die than use that damned thing again.
Okay, Norah. You do you. Those tonsils? What's up with the... It's a strange skeletal structure. I mean, obviously it's a strange skeletal structure. This is also weird too. They come down before they go out. I guess that's sort of fish bone. You got a lot of backbone, mister.
These really are ancient bones of a very ancient creature.
Probably even ancient before it died. Okay, we got a horseshoe shape over there. Man.
So dry. I need to find water.
I don't know about you, but text message scammers have really ramped up in the last like 2 months. Group messages with phone numbers that are like single to 10 digits away from your own phone number. It's like, well, that's not suspicious. Is that Norah or someone who looks like her?
My bed. Another memory of my illness.
Well, I don't think I'll be rewarded anything extra for just walking past it. Let's go ahead and interact with it.
How many times did I think I was going to die lying in this bed?
3. Okay, probably more than 3.
I'd better find some shade before I dry right up.
Like a tusk going through the eye. So, does it want me to walk into the shade? That looks like a portal. Nothing to interact with here. I am in the shade and nothing's happening. And I think I'm hearing these flap. It's either that or there's something crawling around on the other side of this rock. Let's try sticking to the shade.
A horseshoe-shaped pillar. And a diamond shape again.
Can't make out what those distant pillars are. That's where we came from. Pretty sure we need to go this way. Let's see if I can speed up a little. I didn't want to outpace the storytelling. So now that one looks very human. Artificial. Like the, is it Place de la Concorde? It has a, it's like a cross between a pyramid and a monolith.
I can't take much more of this. I feel woozy.
Is that my house? And kelp? Or bubbles?
Is that a house?
So not my house, just a house.
That's not a house. That's our house in Inglewood.
And it looks like we're transferring to an underwater setting. Okay, well, not underwater, but watery. I guess I'm not thirsty anymore. Let's see if I can walk into the water. I really doubt it. Nope.
Am I dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind?
Why not both? Doing the fishy fishy. You know who I was thinking about recently? Seriously. I hope he's doing well. I've heard a lot of talk about the Netherlands and some of the YouTube content I've been
Harry? Are you home?
ingesting. I don't think there's anything to select here. I'm reminded slightly of the movie Up. You know, the balloon house. And bloom, bloom.
I miss you so much, old pal.
Oh man, she looks really good there. Even with her wavy face. That'd be funny if, like, you looked at the back and then you turn it back to the front. Ah, fish Norah. And you pick up just the picture, not the frame. Interesting. I don't know if that was a choice or a mistake.
A picnic with Harry's brother and sisters. I started wearing gloves shortly after that day.
There's no date. Candelabras don't usually float. In Disney's Haunted Mansion. Ooh, there's an upstairs, and that's obviously since we can't select that, and we can't get to this door, I don't think. No, so is this a door? It's not interactable if it is. So I guess.
I'm definitely losing my mind.
Are you still thirsty, Norah?
I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you...
Just trying to find things we can interact with, but it seems pretty obvious that we just got to get to the end of the tunnel. All right. Let's see. Oh, that queen is in danger. Oh, and we don't know whose move it is. Obviously, if it's White's move, it's going to take the pawn. It's highly unlikely that the previous move was Black, leaving their queen in danger like that. So I would guess that it's Black's move. Let's see. I think I would be tempted to move the queen. I think I would be tempted to move the queen to this square right here. Move the black queen there. That way, if this queen went for a take, you could take you could trade queens basically, and then you'd have, is that a rook? I think it's a rook and a bishop and a king versus wait a minute. Where's the white king? So I guess they already lost? Or is this the king and that the king? Oh, and that actually, that looks like a rook now. I was thinking that this was the king. So I guess this is the king and this is the king. That changes everything, doesn't it? I don't know why this king can't take this pawn. I remember playing with a rule where a king could not take a pawn, but I don't remember if that's an official rule or just the way we played as children. I haven't played in forever. And if you moved your king here, or to here, then I would imagine the next move would be this bishop to here. I don't know. I don't want to think any more about it. But, you know.
Checkmate in 3 moves.
Oh, is it? I'll take her word for it.
Harry gave me this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts.
Oh, she's holding it. Can we make out what it is? So it's like something, a central stone with 3 little danglies.
It's a photo of my mother and me. She had just gotten worse from her illness.
Ooh, she's got spots on her neck.
The happiest day of my life. And one of the few pictures of Harry without his glasses. The Everhart twosome. What a duo.
That looks like her music box. What are these? Looks like brain coral. Kind of.
My mother's music box. Yet again.
Think we're talking about that. Couldn't be this. Oh, there's one of those statues. Why would that be here in the Everhart house? And this hand with the symbol. Oh, wow. If you look, you can kind of see clouds moving in the inside the cross or behind the cross. I don't think they're reflecting what's behind us. Maybe reflecting the hallway there? I don't think so. I don't remember this. We did see this hand when we were back at the Black Beach in the tent that had the little keyboard. So I don't know. Interesting. There's something over there. I think we're supposed to interact with the music box next, n'est-ce pas? There's a mermaid on top of it. I don't know if I noticed that before. There's a mermaid inside of it.
What a sweet melody.
Oh, well, I didn't get to interact with that. If it was interactable. Achievement unlocked.
What was that? Another vivid dream? And my music box again, but it wasn't broken anymore. And what a catchy tune.
More like catchy tuna. Alright, so I guess we're not going back up there. That light is yellow. This light is yellow, and it's not interactable, but it's showing full power. Alright, let's try going. We haven't been over here, I don't think.
More in these last 2 days than in the previous 6 years. With my illness, I'd forgotten about the kind of person I am. I might not be daring, but I am determined. Love gave me strength, but it also gave me something to lose.
I'm pretty sure we just need to go back to where the microphone is. And that goes back down the hill. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that goes down the hill. This is the road we took before. And I guess both will lead up to the, whatever we
So refreshing.
call that,
Feels
that
really
up there.
Are these figures singing like a choir?
Alright, so the loudspeakers have power now. We can hit this, and I don't think the microphone is going to work until we do. Did I already look at this piece of
So I
paper?
guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
I think we have everything we need.
I haven't sung since I got sick, but let's give it a shot.
And that was it. It's a Rubik's building. What in tarnation?
That was quite a show.
Yes. Yes, it was. But this other thing she called the door,
I like singing so much.
it's probably an exit.
Harry and I often sang together. When my condition got worse, Harry thought it wasn't a good idea to make unnecessary efforts.
So this is
Are
probably,
these figures singing like a choir?
that's probably the exit. Is that a... That was weird. So, like, it looks like there's a stone floating in the middle of that circle. That's odd. Let's look at one of the other circles. They're horseshoes. Could also be it's a graphical glitch that it's supposed to have something in the middle, but not yet. And right now it's concealed. Okay, that one's got something too. And this one does too. This, oh, okay, I see it now. So they all have something in the middle there. So I don't know if this is intentional or a glitch concealing something that maybe we're supposed to see later. So, in the words of, wow, I can't remember her name, from Skyrim. Ooh, a cave. I wonder what's inside. Is this supposed to look like a face? A little horn up here. Is it Shrek? Am I the only one that saw that?
This feels like hallowed ground.
Maybe I shouldn't run. It's a ladder, but I can't reach the bottom, I assume. Nothing interactable. Was Jack be nimble here?
A hole in the wall, probably caused by the rock slide. That must be the spot where they entered the temple.
That makes sense. Okay, there's something here. Well, let's just see what it says
Are
first.
they bathing him in black ooze?
Okay, and this is a human. And these are what I'm taking to be aliens. And these probably mean something. Should I take a screenshot? Why don't you take a screenshot? It'll last you longer. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Where'd my cursor go? There we go. Just making sure everything's working properly. So, same picture? Looks the same. Or, like here, it looks like he's crying. But here, oh yeah, here his face is different. His head, it might be a little bit different. His hands are definitely different. Yeah, he does not have webbed hands here. Here he has webbed hands. The skull shape is about the same. And 2, 4, 3 again, but okay, these symbols are the same. These look different. Those look different. That one and that one are the same as the previous one, but I don't think these two are the same. Might not even make a difference. Okay, they are this. Okay, that one's got this little extra vertical piece. Yeah, okay, so this middle one is the same, but that one and that one are different, right? Yeah, and yeah.
His hands are changing, like in my dream.
Right, so here he's got like a dorsal fin on his head. He's got spots. Hands are definitely, fingers are definitely webbed. It looks like the same middle word, but yeah, the outside words look different.
Those spots.
I'm calling
They
them
look like
words.
mine.
What spots wouldn't look like yours? Oh, you know, more like an ocelot. Oh, he's got a fishtail. I think this is different. Maybe not. Yeah, it's got that extra vertical. Yeah, so same word
Now he's
in the middle.
some sort of man-fish?
I prefer fishman. I am a fishy man rather than a manny fish. And the observers remain the same. And here we have a bunch of spotted fish.
Fish of every size and shape.
More. Okay, so again, the middle word is the same word, and then the outer two words are different. Same here. But okay, if you remember the number sequencing, when we were trying to figure, well, let's. Yeah, here on the keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this first symbol is the numerics 3 and 4. Hey, King Akira, welcome. This one is 4. This one is 3, 2, 1. So there's a sequence going this way. But then it seems like there's another sequence over here, or it's outside the sequence. So I was just looking at my video history, and even after all these years, my original Subnautica, the audio was so bad on it. I had that crappy microphone that you liked. I don't know. I still haven't finished Subnautica Below Zero. So I'd kind of like to finish that. It was so... You liked it because it sounded like I was underwater or talking through a cheap communication device. Like I should have been asking, do you want fries through that? Pull to the second window. I remember we talked about it before, and it had that hum. Yeah, you recommended that resistor piece or some kind of filter that unfortunately didn't work, but it was a good suggestion. Okay, so we've got another sequence here. So I don't know. Yeah, Wolfgang was watching you play Subnautica, but I think he watched your Subnautica more than he watched mine. You're making me jealous. And he liked your. I don't know if before he was watching you play Kerbal or No Man's Sky. Obviously, we got to push a button right here. Let's take a look at these things right here.
This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite.
Oh yeah, it kind of does with the tunnel behind it. Yeah. You missed that, Mike. Oh man, it was a cheap Rosewill headset. I think it was like $17, and I could use a $15 coupon, instant coupon on it. So I bought it for like $2. But I mean, you can. I don't know if Newegg will ship to you, but you can probably get a cheap Rosewill headset, and then you can inflict the same pain on your viewers that I inflicted on mine. Making Subnautica survival knife and a scan. Oh, with your printer, yeah. Ooh, glowing parts. Maybe I'm just. I am a child. But I still love glow in the dark stuff. Yeah, and something that I keep forgetting is that if you make the heated survival knife and you kill a fish with it, it's instantly cooked, if I remember correctly. So you don't have to. Of course, you don't have to worry about getting Karai in Subnautica Below Zero, but you do have to worry about that. Oh my God! He told me that you were playing in hard mode. What's that hard mode called? Not survival, but it's like if you die, you have to start over. And you got to the end, and I think you got stuck or something and died. Hardcore? Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to use glow-in-the-dark printing material. Yeah, but the paint would probably work. Usually when I paint stuff, it doesn't come out looking very good, but after 20 hours, a Leviathan crushed my Cyclops. That's right. It's like the way he described it, you were hiding behind your submarine so that the Leviathan couldn't get you, and it pushed into the submarine and crushed you against the wall, which is kind of like, that can happen? But yeah. Was it the one that breathes fire in the lava zone? I kind of got the feeling that that's what he was describing. Take a look at this one. What the heck?
These patterns look too familiar.
Common patterns on fish? Yeah. Nothing on the back. And do we have Nora's spots on here? I guess not. I thought we did. Yeah, right here on her hand. Or is that someone else's? Oh, no, that's when the doctor's. I was like, damn, Nora's arm is hairy. So that's when the doctor started getting spots. But today, I'm back there again after another 20 hours from the start, about to take the plunge to the lava zone. Yeah, I hope you have the thermal reactors so that, because those, the leeches that drain the power out of your ship. Spoiler alert!
She sounds worried for him, I think.
Harry's been... It's easier to read this way. Harry's been up there for 3 days now? And he isn't responding. What did he find? If I could go up... So apparently there's an elevator here, and she couldn't go up. There's like a... I guess it's supposed to be the plants moving, but it almost feels like we're underwater again. All right, I think we clicked on everything in here. I don't see anything else I can interact with, and this is obviously It's like, might as
Where's
well
this taking
have,
me?
have been a big red button. I hope this isn't the end of the chapter. I'm not ready for a new chapter yet.
Looks like I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below.
It also looks like that area where we got covered with ooze. Well, I guess not, because this wall is open. 4 uranium rods. We're good for a while. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I never used the nuclear power, and I don't... Well, just to try it I think, in my original playthrough. And I never relied on it. And then also I never relied on the bio reactor. You know, it was good for getting rid of stuff. And, you know, to be a completist, I used it. All right, so again, we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a secret. Oh, wow. And we've got... So this is going to be our next puzzle. Nuclear power is amazing. 1 rod can give you enough to recharge the Cyclops. That's not bad. And if you collect uraninite, does it like take 2 uraninite to make 1 rod? I'm guessing. I don't remember. All right, so we've got a thing here. We've got these 2 symbols. And we've got a diamond shaped at the top. Here we've got a single symbol. Lower right quarter, diamond shape at the top. Here we've got 3. Diamond shape at the top. And here we've got another 3. Alright, so I guess next we'll look at the murals. Oh, there's a note here. Or something. So...
I've seen this symbol in the murals several times. I guess it can be applied to both water and black ooze.
Maybe, yeah. Just, 3 uraninite? To me, once you get the thermal, it was just like... Oh, and something else. What was it? I don't remember how I dealt with lava leeches. I think what it was is I would use the shocker to shock them, you know, it was the force field. I'd use the force field to send them running, and then I'd continue on for a little bit. And because if you get too many attached to your thermal generators, can't keep up with them, if I remember correctly. All right, so this looks like rain fluid. This symbol here, that was not the one in this. Oh, maybe it was. Horizontal line with a small vertical hash. Yeah. So this symbol is probably for water. This symbol is probably for something else. There we go. Oh, yeah. And if you remember outside, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're these 4 symbols. So we want this one to be water, probably. But I'm not sure how to make that into that. Gotta go. Hey, appreciate you saying hi, man. That's great. I'm such a bad friend that half the time when I jump in on you, I just observe for a little bit, just lurk, and then I'll either AFK or I'll take off myself. So I appreciate you saying hi. Don't forget to check out King Akira 9001 on Twitch TV. I'm assuming you're going to go back to Kerbal in the near future. 3D printing, Kerbal Space Program, 3D printing, currently Subnautica, and you've done quite a bit of No Man's Sky. And I think there was just like a major update to Ark Survival. So are you going to do that? Because I think that's where you got big on the internet. I think that's where you had most of your success. Of course, I don't know. Maybe you feel the same way about Ark that I feel about Kerbal. It's just like, yeah, it's good, but we'll see you, man. Take care. Sayonara. Shield activation does same damage as 1 knife strike, I think. Yeah. if it's, yeah, if you got the lava leeches on there, and I can't remember what those hunters are called, you know, with like the alien head and the tentacle body. Those things always kind of scared me. If there were none of those very close, because they'll teleport you. If there were none of those very close, then I'd go out and knife strike the lava leeches. All right, so is there a note over here? No note over here. Oh, well, there we go. Water animal. Yeah, this word was common on all of those murals downstairs, and it's here again. I'm still calling it a word, even though that might not be the most appropriate thing to call it. Let's see, this note is live.
It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years.
Live, alive, life alive, alive inside. Could also mean plant or tree. Maybe I should start interacting with the murals. All right, liquid, and these two positions. But that's where they are now. This one is, I'm guessing, well, it looks like sunlight, but we've got these animals around it, and then we've got this human merman, fishman. So we don't know what this means, but we've got that and that. I assumed that when you hit this button, it would turn this middle circle. I guess this would be the outer circle, this would be the middle circle, and then what I'm guessing is a button here would be the middle. But then this also looks like, yeah, this looks like it's connected to these. So I don't know. Let's look at that again. Yeah, that's the position that it's currently in. Oh, there's something here too. And it looks like Harry wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 with a and I don't know. Well, let's see what it says.
Complex pattern.
It's not that complex, but it's not interactable. One, two, three, four. All right. Let's come over here. So yeah, this is life, and we already looked at this note, and there's no note over here. This one, I don't know, that broken pattern looks familiar. Maybe it's a different planet, or and it's got stars underneath it. Maybe a portal through the sky, or I don't know. Let's see what's over here, because there's something over here. Transformation.
This one was easy, I think.
Or evolution. Oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. And the arrow thinks, I think that means that he was more confident that it was transformation than evolution. Let's look back over here again. So is it saying that the caterpillar turns into the butterfly, and the tadpole, that's a tadpole, turns into the frog? And the human turns into the merman? Maybe. I wonder what these circles are for. Maybe nothing. They're for decorations. All right. Brillo cream. Another note to his wife.
My dear old Norah. I wish I could write something else, but a long time ago I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's done, whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life, I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teodoro is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete. Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? I know for sure that you didn't go back home, so what? What do I do now? Are you still on the island?
Yeah, because he came out here
I have
months
to
ago,
find you.
if I remember right. I don't see any red on it. Yeah, all these mirrors are broken the same way, so that is different than what I was seeing before. There's some similarities. That pattern, that circle, it almost looked like Mercury, automobile symbol.
God's blood. Does this mean that... Is this related to me somehow, to my disease?
Those who have God's blood, so this is God's blood, are destined, inevitable transformation into a water animal to eternal life, live forever. Kind of creepy.
So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation.
Is it? Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. Huh? It's probably... We'll just have to... I know that eventually I'm going to be hitting those buttons, and then I'll see exactly what they do. Eternal
I'm starting
life.
to understand this language.
It's your language, Norah.
This one was really hard to figure out. Good job, Harry.
Yeah, assuming he got it right.
Well done, Harry. Boy, am I lucky that you did the hard part of figuring things out.
The language works by combining different symbols to create a new one. Ideograms and the phonograph.
John McCormack's Dear Old Pal of Mine? A favorite song.
Good thing it didn't gather any dust. So, God's blood. Destined inevitable transformation, eternal life as a water animal. So, we don't know the symbol for water animal? I thought we saw that somewhere. I thought that's... Oh, I can click on
Harry
it.
marked this symbol for a reason. I'd better write it down.
So God's blood, destined or inevitable transformation, water animal, eternal life. So are these the current locations? Yeah. So this symbol is God's blood. This symbol is destined. This symbol is water animal, and this symbol is eternal life. So by combining them, it's like an eternal, becoming an eternal, yeah, it's, I'm assuming this is the elevator back down. Let's look, can we look outside? Not really. Alright, so let's push the button and see what happens. What else changed? Did anything else change? It's like, it sounded like I could hear something else moving. And that's got 2, 1, 3, and 3. I don't see anything in the picture that reveals which way it should go. This is how it turns. Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. It didn't seem like it did. Wasn't that where they were before? Yeah, that's where they were before. So what quadrant would I want them in? I don't know. And we can't, nothing happens when we click here. And nothing else changes, right? I hadn't even looked at the ceiling. This is still facing the same way. It's like there's no papers on the ground. Is there something obvious that I'm missing here? Or it could be as simple as hit this one once, hit that one twice, hit that one 3 times, and then, but 4 times would just make that go back to the beginning. Or put this one in the first position, that one in the second position. I don't know, but when I hit the button, it sounds like something else is moving, but maybe it's just the stone immediately in front of me. Is anything else changing? And also the pattern behind here. think it's exactly... No, because that's maybe backwards. No, it's the same. And we can't interact with these lights at all? No. Alright. And these don't change. Oops. One, two, three, four. Oh, okay. So we have this configuration here. So if this is... well, it's not represented down here. But this one and this one, if you combine those two, it becomes transformation. If you combine this one and this one, that becomes eternal life. If you combine this one and this one, it becomes water animal. And if you combine this one, and this one, it becomes God's blood. Okay. Alright, so... so if we look here, this one has two symbols, and this is this symbol, right? It's not here, but it's here. So this symbol, all right, so here we want to go to the bottom. Now this symbol is the second symbol, so we want this one to go to the right. I almost hope I'm wrong, because I want it to be a little bit more complex than that. This symbol is to the left. Yes, see how this up here in the Ankh matches this symbol here, so we're going to rotate to this side. It's already there. And then that symbol, wait, what is that symbol? Okay, that symbol's at the top, so it's already in the correct position. All right, so once again, this symbol at the bottom, this symbol, and that's at the bottom. This symbol is on the right. The pointer's on the right. This symbol is on the left. The pointer's on the left. And this symbol is on the top. And the pointer's on the top. So I believe they're aligned. Maybe I need to push the elevator again. This is still not interactable. I don't know why these numbers are here. Let's try the elevator. Right, fingers crossed. Are we just going back down where we were? Cutscene. No, not a cutscene? Okay, alright, well damn it, we're back where we were. But maybe something has changed outside. There's no extra doors over here. We already looked at all this. Alright, so let's run outside. See if we can detect anything. Oh, maybe that other door is open now. Still don't have that shortcut. That door that I said was probably an exit. That's the same. Well, it didn't open this door.
Are these figures singing like a choir?
Well, I said I'd be disappointed if it were that easy. I'll still check around real quick to see if anything obvious is different. This all looks the same. Yep. This all looks the same. Don't remember that triangle being there before, but... yeah, we already clicked on that. Probably not much point to this. It's not even accessible now. Check this little campsite down to the left. I don't expect anything different to be here. You know, and we still have these invisible globs in the horseshoe. Alright, so apparently we got those wheels wrong. Or I'm missing something else. Maybe I did exactly what I was supposed to and then missed the next step. I guess when we get back up there we can look around a little bit more. Is there a clue here? So all four of these symbols are made up from these four symbols. Different, and we saw that Was it the number 4? It might have represented something else, but it seemed to be 4 or 4th. So if we look at this one, it is a combination of the left, the bottom, and the top, but not the dots. Left, bottom, top. This one is a combination of the right and the top. This one's a combination of the left and the bottom. Yeah. And this one's a combination of the left and the top. And then we've got this white note here that shows for the symbol that's on the right. So we can see the cursor okay. So like of these 4 symbols, this one with the open dot, closed dot is represented here, and it shows this symbol down here. And it shows that moving the diamond down moves the symbol up. Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. Causes this symbol to change quadrant. So maybe, okay, so we want this one to be in this position. Well, not necessarily. Because this is a combination of this and this. Well, let's go back up there. I'm not going to solve anything down here. Probably. But, okay, so if we look at this one, wait a minute. Yeah, 2, 1, 3, and 3. So if we look at this symbol, it is the bottom symbol. But if we look here, this is the combination of the bottom, left, and top, right? Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah, so but I don't really understand what these two represent. It shows here that you move this down, and then it looks like they both rotate back up. But this one is not rotating at all. Okay, this was the starting position. Let's give it a moment. And I'm pretty sure we already tried this position. And I think we also tried this position. Give this a moment. But this is also the only one that's comprised of 3 symbols. These 3 are comprised of 2 symbols. But none of them are opposite symbols, are they? No. And it feels like this numbering right here is here for a reason. But I don't see what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is this symbol. And these are the positions that they're already in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try something else. So here we've got the quadrants numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this shows that if we move to one of the other north, south, east, west positions, then it changes the orientation of the symbol on the inner wheel, middle wheel. So if we wanted this to be in this quadrant, then we would want the arrow to be down, but it doesn't. So it's like we're looking at it from this angle. But if we look at this one, and we wanted this symbol to be selected, and we have that there. But these symbols are not these symbols. And this symbol is not this symbol. This is a compound symbol. This is this and this. I'm probably overthinking it now. So if I wanted a combination of this and this, Or another way to look at it. Okay, this one has 2. That one has 1. That one has 3. That one has 3. And if we look at these, this one has 3 components. Yeah. This one has 2 components. This one has 2 components. This one has 2 components. So they all have 2 components except this one, which is 3. 2 stars, 1 star, 3 stars, 3 stars. That doesn't help. Is it like, what would I combine with that? What would I combine with that symbol to make that symbol? So if it were cancellation, like by leaving these 3 blank, no, that doesn't make sense. If I wanted to combine this with this and this, well, that doesn't make sense because we've got two different ways to orient. We've got the diamond, which can go around and it can line up with these 4, but so we can rotate our wheel here. It can point up, sideways, down, or to the other side, but it can't point at 45-degree angles. So we can't make it point in any of these directions. So what does rotating this do? Does moving this here add or impose this symbol? So if I wanted to make this symbol into this symbol, I would need to add is it the top and the bottom? No, the top and the left. Top and the left. But these aren't oriented the same way. Liquid. Okay, I just noticed this. This symbol appears here and here. Okay, so then the So that's the, yeah, that's the water symbol. Appears here and here. The two dots appears only here. Oh, I almost lost my train of, let me so if I'm looking at this circle, this symbol or this symbol only appears in this compound symbol. So I suspect I want this to be here. So if rotating it changes the orientation, then in this sideways position, that should be marking this upper one here. If I'm like thinking two different things. I can't change the actual orientation. Hey, Gabe. Man, this is hurting my brain. I think I've got a lead. All right, so this symbol appears in these two. So I don't want this to change the orientation because they're already in the correct position with the X on this one and the X on this one. All right. You got a lot going on in this brain right now. Clean your PC. I need to clean mine. I just cleaned some dust off of the front cover, and I also need to change my front input fan. So this symbol, which suddenly occurs to me, looks a little bit like a baseball field, you know, where you've got the infield and then the outfield. Or I guess I'm backwards here, so it'd be infield. So you got your diamond, and then your infield would be. Anyway, so if we look at this symbol, again, it's this symbol, and this symbol occurs in this one, and this one, but not this one. Okay, and this one has 3 stars. So let me get it back up here. So then how would I want to orient it? I wanted to orient it so as if these 3 were covering this one, and this one. So I want it to be like this, but it's the opposite, so then I would want to move this to the bottom. Oh man. I'll be happy if this is the solution. So we've got this line up here. Or did you mean you did a malware sweep? Right, so this symbol appears in this one, and this one, but not this one. So we want it to be configured, well, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the camera's backwards, like this. But it's actually configured like that. Well, I gotta do it for myself as well. So this one, and this one. So I want the upper right to be open. The upper right is open. No, I'm confused. This one. Okay, this one, and this one. So I want the bottom left to be open. And so the way to do that would be to also put this at the bottom.
This is the right combination.
Oh my god. Oh my. Oh boy. That was starting to hurt. Did you mark the if you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment for what time you figured that out. Timestamp. Currently at 2 hours 8 minutes. So we're probably getting ready to come up on another cutscene. Most of these chapters have been about 2 hours. Do you hear the voices? Got another note here.
It appears Harry didn't advance any further.
I can't go farther. I tried everything. And this isn't working. It isn't working. What do I need? I followed the sequence correctly, and my hand, I can't get that thing to work. I need to cross the river down there. Anyway, for what? Okay, that looks a little familiar. Okay, so you put your hand on the thing in the circle. So, up there? But it looks like we need to do something with these first. And only the middle one is interactable. Let's go ahead and hit it now.
Those are drums of some sort. No, not again.
Okay, there's a third tone, so that's going to be... I think we're playing Simon.
Wrong. Let's try again.
That was wrong? Alright, so middle one. Alright, middle third. Or, wait, what? Okay. I hear my mistake now. Was it this, that? Oh man, I lost it. No, it was this one twice. It was...
No, not again.
It was the right one twice, and then the high one, and then the low one. So... high, middle. Low, middle, high. Wow. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Please.
This technology never ceases to amaze.
Oh, thank God that was the last one. I've been awake all night. Oh. I don't think I could have done another combination. So it's not quite live long and prosper. Oh, look at the water swirling. Alright, Harry's hands didn't work, but maybe Nora's will.
Harry said it didn't work for him, so it shouldn't work for me either. Unless there's something different about my hand. Anyway, Nora, you know what you've got to do.
Cutscene! Oh, no cutscene? I thought we were going to have another one of those crazy dream sequences. Pretty sure we're going to be wrapping it up here, though.
My hands. Look at my hands. This is definitely not a dream. And I'm starting to doubt the others were dreams, too.
Chapter 5. So, we're going to end it here. A little cliffhanger. Well, it's not quite a cliffhanger, but it's just like, I want to see what happens next. Let me go ahead and save. And we'll save here? Yeah, we'll save here. Should I make this the thumbnail? I think I will make this the thumbnail. I probably should have taken some more pictures back there. Yeah, that would have been the smart thing to do. I'm not thinking ahead. Alright, so we're going to end it here. This should, well, there's no point in telling you. If you're watching on Twitch and you want to see the archive on YouTube, it'll be up. I'm planning on Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern. Speaking of Subnautica. And then, let's see, so this is chapter 5, so there should be this chapter and one more after this. Boy. So, I've got to do those. You know, and I've got to do my Spellcaster University as well. There are people waiting for that. But I figured this is something I could do in between getting off work and getting ready for bed, so I can go back to work tonight. And this is interesting. That last puzzle, not the drums. That was just my medium-term memory not working very well. But the one where we had to point the thing, it took me a while to figure out that each of the symbols was, well, and it said elsewhere that different symbols could be combined to create different words. And yeah, so that didn't click right away. And then trying to figure out how to orient the pointer so that the X's or the hash marks would line up with the different words that each one was a part of. That took me a little bit. But it was kind of weird. I mean, it was one of those things where it was right there in front of you. You had the hints, but I wasn't quite putting them together or taking them apart even. I don't know. All right, so wrapping it up, which means, the usual pitches. So, let's see. If you're watching on Twitch, nobody's watching on Twitch right now, you can subscribe as well as follow. So try to figure out when the next show is going to be. I think you get notified if you follow and if you subscribe. If you only follow, then if nothing else, when you come to the Twitch homepage, or maybe it's your channel page, there should be along the left side, whatever channels you follow will be highlighted at the top of the list. Whew. You can also join Patreon if you do. Join Patreon. I think the minimum, I know the minimum is $1 a month. If you do join, let me know, preferably on Discord. Link right there. Let's get out of here. Make this a little more personal. Bam! Is that personal enough for you? There we go. You can join Discord. Leave me a comment, or even in the YouTube comments. I seldom miss a YouTube comment, so I'm not so big I can't pay attention to the little people or whatever. Thankfully, so we've got some pretty good communication in the YouTube comments. But you can also leave me a message on Discord or in the YouTube comments, letting me know that you've joined the Patreon. That way, I can give you the thanks that you deserve. Again, shout out to Andrew Meyer, who's been encouraging me to continue this series. Meyer. So you've got the Twitch subscription. You've got the my brain is starting to turn to mush. I've been awake too long. Twitch subscription, Patreon subscription. You can also tip any dollar amount that you like by using the tip link, which is both at the bottom of the YouTube description, and it's on the Twitch about page, my about page, obviously. And it doesn't have to be during the show. You can do that anytime you like. Also, you can share a link to let people know that if this is the kind of content that they're looking for, or, if they're interested in the kind of content that you're interested in, this is one place to look for it. You can also do that on YouTube. Share the link for the YouTube page or any specific video. You can also subscribe on YouTube for free. It doesn't cost a thing. And also dislike, leave a comment. I like the comments. Maybe I like the comments too much. Maybe it's because they're more personal. It seems more like two people talking to each other. Thumbs up. Those are great, but yeah, I like the comments. And I suppose that's about it. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I probably am. All right. So we got 2 more chapters to go, if I'm not mistaken. And the game is interesting. It gets... Are the puzzles too hard? Are they too easy? I don't know. I think they're about right. Hopefully they're not, not hopefully. Thankfully, they're not too hard, because I don't think there's a wiki for this for this game. So if I needed to look up some hints, I don't even know where I'd go. I guess you start with Google, right? All right, maybe we should... Yeah, that's another thing. I've got a website I've never put up, so I need to figure out how to make my website. I probably should have just gone with Wix or with one of those other ones where it's basically everything is laid out for you, and then you just change the elements of it. But I didn't do it that way, so I need to figure out how to make my web page. I've been paying for it for 2 years, and it's still in maintenance mode. And and that'd be a good place to make my own tips page. Especially for all the Spellcaster University content and the tips that you guys have shared with me and I've shared with you. That'd be a great place, to have a location that I have more control over than the wiki page. Although the wiki page, I don't know, there's something to be said for that too, even in its incompleteness. I suppose I can contribute to that if I really wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. Need to get that webpage going. All right, well, it's always more fun when you're here. And I know that when I'm doing a game like this that's not going to have any or hardly any action on Twitch, that only my friends are going to show up for the Twitch page. Although we think we did have one new person last time. But I don't expect people to show up for the Twitch show. And even on YouTube, this game, not that popular. So don't get a lot of views, but I'm finding the game interesting. Apparently some of you are as well. So I don't want to let you down, and I don't want to let me down. I want to play it, and I want to share it, and there's enough interest in it that I will share it. Even though I'm not sharing it with many people. I'm trying to share it with as many people as possible, but, not that many people are interested, which is another good reason to share a link. All right, well, before I blather too much further, like I said, it's more fun when you're here, so I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, be well.